What if I told you I've cracked the code to making your first million in Farming Simulator 25 starting with absolutely nothing? Not $500, not even $50. Literally $0. I've tested this multiple times across different saves, and today I'm revealing the exact two strategies that got me there fastest. One method plays by the rules completely, while the other, well, let's just say some players consider it borderline cheating. But here's the thing. Both methods work, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which path suits your playstyle. Let me start with the completely legitimate grind-it-out method that any player can use without feeling guilty. When I say starting from nothing, I mean it. $0 in your bank account, no equipment, no land, nothing but your determination. The foundation of this entire strategy revolves around one thing: becoming a contract machine. But here's where most players go wrong. They pick contracts randomly. Don't do that. You need to be strategic about which contracts you accept. Focus exclusively on contracts that provide the highest dollar per hour ratio. Harvesting contracts are typically your goldmine here, especially during peak harvest season in August and September. These contracts not only pay well, but also give you access to high-end equipment you couldn't afford otherwise. I dedicate every single minute of gameplay to contracts during this phase. No sightseeing, no experimenting with crops, pure contract grinding. Your target here is to accumulate between $150,000 and $250,000. Yes, this is absolutely achievable through contract work alone, and I'll tell you exactly how. Once you hit that $150,000 to $250,000 mark, this is where the magic happens. Most players make the mistake of buying expensive fields and getting into traditional farming. That's the slow lane to wealth. Instead, you're going to purchase a relatively inexpensive piece of farmland, not for growing crops, but as real estate for your greenhouse empire. Look for land that's cheap but has enough space for multiple greenhouse installations. Here's why greenhouses are absolutely broken in FS25. They provide consistent, weather-independent, passive income. After placing your first few greenhouses and spending almost all your money, you'll need a water trailer. But here's the genius part. You don't need to buy expensive water. You can get it free from rivers on the map, or even better, place a small rice field nearby for unlimited free water access. Remember those tractors you're leasing from contracts? Use them to transport water to your greenhouses during contract downtime. This is the efficiency hack that accelerates your timeline dramatically. Set every greenhouse to produce lettuce and enable automatic selling. Lettuce has the best profit margins and fastest turnover time. This creates the passive income stream that will carry you to that $1 million mark. Every single penny you earn from additional contract work goes into one thing: more greenhouses. Don't get distracted by shiny equipment or tempting field purchases. Your only focus is maximizing the number of greenhouses you can fit on your land. This might sound repetitive, but trust me, this is the most reliable path to your first million. I've seen too many players get sidetracked by trying to build the perfect farm instead of focusing on the money-making fundamentals. Now, if you want to reach that $1 million mark significantly faster and don't mind bending the rules a little, here's the method that some players call cheating. Though technically, it's using game mechanics as intended. Start with $0, but immediately take out the maximum loan amount the bank will give you. This is typically around $500,000 depending on the map. Yes, you're starting in debt, but you're about to turn that debt into massive profit. Since every new career starts in August, you're perfectly positioned for this strategy. August means harvest season, and harvest season means fields full of ready-to-harvest crops that you can buy, harvest, and immediately flip. Here's the step-by-step process. 1. Purchase a field that's ready for harvest. Look for the golden crop indicators. 2. Lease the necessary harvesting equipment from the store. 3. Harvest the entire field as quickly as possible. 4. Sell all the harvested crops immediately. 5. Sell the field itself back to the game. 6. Move to the next ready-to-harvest field. 7. Repeat this cycle throughout the entire day. Why this works? The game's pricing mechanics create an arbitrage opportunity. You're essentially buying the field for the land value, but you're getting the land plus a full crop yield. When you sell the crops and then sell the field, You make a significant profit on each transaction. At the end of your field flipping marathon, repay the loan immediately. Every penny of profit goes toward the same strategy as Method 1, buying farmland and installing greenhouses. The beauty of this method is speed. While Method 1 might take weeks of gameplay to reach a million, Method 2 can get you there in a fraction of the time. Even if field flipping alone doesn't get you to the full million, it'll get you close enough that the greenhouse passive income will push you over the line quickly. Why these methods work better than traditional farming? Let me address why I don't recommend the traditional approach of buying fields and growing crops, especially for your first million. Seasonal dependency. Traditional farming locks you into seasonal cycles. You plant, wait, harvest, repeat. That's a lot of downtime where you're not actively making money. Weather risk. Bad weather can destroy crops and set you back significantly. Greenhouses eliminate this risk entirely. Equipment costs. Traditional farming requires massive upfront investments in equipment that depreciates over time. Our methods either use leased equipment or minimal equipment investments. Learning curve. Traditional farming has a steep learning curve with crop rotations, soil management, and timing. Our methods are straightforward and beginner-friendly. Advanced tips for maximum efficiency. Contract selection strategy. Always check the contract board at the start of each in-game day. New contracts appear regularly, and you want first pick of the most profitable ones. Equipment. Efficiency. When leasing equipment for contracts, choose versatility over specialization. A multi-purpose tractor can handle multiple contract types. Time management. Use the time acceleration feature strategically. Speed up time during greenhouse production cycles, but slow down during active contract work. Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1. Getting distracted by animals or production chains early on. These are advanced strategies that come after you have stable income. Mistake number 2. Buying expensive equipment instead of leasing. In the early game, leasing is almost always more cost-effective. Mistake number 3. Spreading your investments too thin. Focus on one strategy at a time rather than trying to do everything at once. Mistake number 4. Ignoring the loan interest. If you use Method 2, repay loans as quickly as possible to avoid interest accumulation. Both methods will get you to that first million, but they cater to different playstyles. Method 1 is for players who want to feel like they've earned every dollar through honest work. Method 2 is for players who want to optimize the game mechanics for maximum efficiency. If you're a complete beginner to Farming Simulator 25, I actually recommend starting with Method 1. It teaches you the fundamentals of contract work and equipment management while building your wealth. Once you're comfortable with the game mechanics, Method 2 becomes much easier to execute effectively. The key to both methods is focus and discipline. Don't get distracted by all the shiny features the game offers. Keep your eye on the prize, that first $1 million. Once you have it, you can explore all the other aspects of the game with a solid financial foundation. I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried either of these methods? What's your personal record for reaching your first million in FS25? And if you have other money-making strategies that I haven't covered, share them below. Let's help the entire Farming Simulator community level up their game. If this strategy guide helped you understand the path to your first million, smash that like button and subscribe for more Farming Simulator 25 content. I've got an entire series documenting my journey from $0 to farming empire, and you can find the complete playlist right here on the channel.